Exposition. Okay, here we go. My name's Chris. This is me waking up. I think I'm just gonna bring you through a morning routine. Pretty standard. I would imagine it's probably pretty similar to yours, which is good, establishing a connection with the audience. Now I'll take you through a title shot in a minute here, just so you can kind of get a feel for what's going on, but right now I'm going to take this time to sort of explain a couple things that I think are important to know about me. So let's see, well, I guess I'll bring you up to speed on my life so far. So I was born in Minnesota. I only lived there for about 6 months before moving just over the border from the Twin Cities into Wisconsin. I lived in a city there for about 10 years before moving with my mother and sister to a little village further into the heart of the state where my mom became a pastor at a local church. This village we lived in for another roughly 10 years, just to the east of a growing town, Eau Claire, which is where I moved and live currently after graduating high school, as my mom retired and moved back to the Twin Cities that same summer. I've been living comfortably enough on my own here. I have a call center job that pays the bills, and although I can find enjoyment in my work, it isn't exactly a long-term career I can see for myself. I guess I'm starting this story here now because this life that I've grown comfortable with since living on my own is coming to an end. Okay, so I'm not actually dying or anything. What I mean is that the life that I've been getting comfortable with. You know, while my work schedule isn't exactly 9 to 5, I'm sure you can picture the kind of pale overhead lighting with rows of computers and little felt cubicles that saps your energy throughout the day and leaves you lacking in motivation to do anything else productive. But these past couple of years have gone by in an instant. I mean, just going to work, coming home. I take pictures when I can, and I enjoy my hobbies, but I just feel like there's so much of life that I'm missing. I guess the point here that I'm trying to make is I'm leaving it all behind. I'm quitting my job, I'm letting the lease lapse on my apartment, and I'm traveling west. Manifest destiny, if you will, in search of something better than what I have now. Too many people would think of this in a sense of material possessions. Better than what I have now, meaning a nicer car, buying a house, whatever. But to me, I feel like what I'm missing, as sad as it may sound, is a place where I belong, people, a community where I can feel at home. I have some of the best friends in the world where I am now, but a man is never truly alone if he can offer help to somebody who needs it, and that's sort of what I'm going out to do. I mentioned briefly that I take pictures when I can, and that's sort of the side project I've been working on in my spare time. Seeing the world through the lens of a camera has always been where I've felt most accomplished. I enjoy nature and landscape photography the most, but a career in photography specifically has never really interested me much. It's a competitive industry of either advertising, senior photos, weddings, or a mixture of sort of all of those things. While I'm sure there's much to enjoy there, probably more so than the job I've had up until now, I've always hoped that my work would bring me more towards filmmaking, something along those lines, hence these videos as companions to my adventures along the way. I should sort of explain what's going on here. So after the exposition this morning, I brought you through one of the many beautiful locations around the Chippewa Valley here where I might go to get some cool photos. We're back home now in my office, my place of zen where you'd find me when I wasn't working or shooting to edit or relax or whatever. Hopefully these videos will be a testament to any accomplishments I make on this journey, so I hope that you enjoy it. I think that about sums it up. I don't know if there's anything else to do now except pack up and hit the road. By surprise how easily all of the stuff that I had amassed over the years was consolidated into some boxes and shipped off. The furniture I put in storage. I like my office and bed too much to say goodbye completely, but I'm making it a point to not let my belongings determine the conditions of my return. Packed up the car with my essentials for long-term travel. And before I knew it, the place was empty, like I'd never lived there at all. Well, if you made it this far through the video, I've officially arrived at my destination. If you'd like to know how and to continue to receive updates on my adventures here in the future, there's a subscribe and a notifications button along the bottom. I'd very much appreciate it if you pressed. If you like this video in particular, there should be a thumbs up there as well. And all credit for music and help for production of this video will be in the description below. Thank you so much for watching.